Problems involving compound interest, semi-annually, quarterly, or monthly. This kind of given problem is similar to our previous lesson about compound interest, but in this case, the compound interest is given twice a year, every 3 months, or monthly. So here is the formula that we're going to use. F is equal to P times quantity 1 plus R over N raised to N times T, wherein F is the future value, P is the principal or present value, and this N is our new player here. This represents the number of periods the interest is being compounded. Then R is rate, T is time in years. So let us analyze our problem. So in this case, since we are looking for the savings at the end of the years, it means we're looking for the future value. So our F is unknown. Then our P here, that's the deposited amount, that is 1,000. Our N is 2 because since the interest rate is compounded semi-annually, so it means the interest is given every 6 months. So for example, the money is deposited on January. So on the 6th month, which is June, Bryce will receive an interest. Then he will be receiving again interest on December. So it means he will be receiving twice every year. So that is why our N here is 2. Then our R is 5%, that is 0.05, and our time is 3, third year. So we will then write the formula and substitute the given. Our principal is 1,000, write down 1. Our rate is 0.05, our N is every 6 months, so twice a year, that's why it's 2, in 3 years. So that's why it's 3 here. So from here, we're going to use a calculator. So we got here 1,000, our principal, then 1 plus 0.05 divided by 2, twice a year. So raised to 2 times 3 years. So we got here in 2 decimal places 1,159.69. Alright, so therefore, the savings at the end of the third year is 1,159.69 pesos. In our given number 2, Ezekiel deposited 500 reals into his savings account that gives an interest rate of 4% compounded quarterly. How much is his savings at the end of the 5th year? So in this case, since you are looking for the savings at the end of the 5th year, again, F is unknown here. Our principal is 500. Our N here is 4 because the interest rate is compounded quarterly. So it means every 3 months. Since in 1 year, there are 4 quarters. So therefore, our N is 4. Then our rate is 4% from this given, and that is 0.04. Our T is 5. So same process, write the formula, then substitute the given. Our principal is 500. Write down 1. Our R is 0.04. Our N is 4 because that is every 3 months, quarterly. Then our T here is 5. So from here again, we're going to use calculator to solve it. So 500, or we will just simply edit this one. So 500, then 0.04, since it is quarterly, so 4 times a year for 5 years. For 5 years. So here we go. Our answer in 2 decimal places, that is 610.10. So therefore, our F here is 610.10. The savings at the end of the 5th year is 610.10 reals. In our last given, Bernadette deposited 100 British pounds into her savings account that gives an interest rate of 3% compounded monthly. How much is her savings at the end of the 2nd year? So again, we're looking for the savings at the end of the 2nd year. So our F here is unknown. Our P, or starting money or deposited money, is 100 British pounds. Our N is 12 because it is compounded monthly. So it means every month, Bernadette will be receiving an interest. So that is, since there are 12 months in a year, so our N is 12. Our rate is 3%. That is 0.03, and our T is 2. Okay, so write the formula and substitute the given. Our principal is 100. Write down 1. Our R is 0.03. Our N is 12 monthly for 2 years. Alright, so from here, we're going to use a calculator. So the starting money or the deposited money is 100. Then the interest rate is 3%. Compounded monthly, so 12 months in a year for 2 years. So this is our answer, 106.18. Okay, so our F here is 106.18. Therefore, to answer our problem, the savings at the end of the second year is 106.18 British pounds.